All right, so if your wallet already feels lighter this month, no, you're not imagining it. January, turns out, is quietly one of the most expensive months of the year, and many of those price hikes don't show up until after the holiday.
Our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young, is here. Taylor, why does January hit so hard financially for most people?
Yeah, what a great way to start the year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. So I think one of the examples of kind of a bill that obviously kind of racks up this time of year is that holiday debt. It is estimated that the average American took on $1,200 of debt to kind of pull off Christmas. And now, of course, January, this is kind of the first month that we're starting to see those payments. You're starting to have to make those. Don't forget if it's not on auto pay. But what I really think makes January one of the most expensive months, it really comes down to just timing.
Okay, so explain how this month is different than all the other months.
Yeah, so January is when a bunch of our bills kind of reset and potentially get more expensive. So think HOA costs, those can be going up. January is when those typically go up. Gym memberships, you have your subscriptions, even utilities. This is kind of when we start to see those bills increase. And on top of that, I mean, it's getting cooler. They're just naturally going to be more expensive. So many of these increases really kind of kick in quietly at the start of the year. And, you know, it's also when people maybe have upped their contributions to their 401k, their health insurance is more expensive. So it's not just one massive new bill on top of your holiday debt. It's a lot of things getting more expensive all at once.
All those things you may have forgotten about over the holiday stretch.
Yeah.
Are there any financial positives to this month, Taylor?
So there are. We're ending on a positive note, right? So I think just in general, January is kind of seen as a reset, right? And a lot of people do that or take that reset in a financial way, right? So it's estimated that 60% of Americans are at least considered kind of doing some kind of resolution regarding their money. So that's a lot of people already kind of thinking in a money mindset way already this month. But another good example of kind of the positiveness is this is a time where a lot of companies do holiday deals. So it's things that you need, but also, I mean, homes tend to be less expensive in January. They sell cheaper. Flights are less expensive. Cars, because not many people are thinking about buying a car in the dead of January. So that's where you can kind of see some of that relief if you are having to kind of make one of those big purchases. I know many people might kind of wince at the thought of making another big purchase right now, but some people have to, right? So I do think that this is a time where people can kind of reset. It could be a wake-up call to kind of look at your bills. There are apps out there where you can kind of see how many subscriptions you are. I think you'd be shocked to see how many silent subscriptions you're actually paying for. But yeah, so if you're noticing that this month is a little bit more expensive, it's a little harder on your wallet, you're not alone. It's just January.
It's just January. All right, you could do dry January, right? Save a little bit of money.
Yep, there you go.
So a suggestion if you want to do a reset there. All right, Taylor, good stuff. Thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.